Alright, time to get into the alternate route of the Black Eagles, or maybe it's the primary route. Well, I guess it depends on what you start with, but where we side with Lady Rhea. They're just popping into this one, wondering where the first half of the Black Eagles is. I'll post a link to that playlist in the description, I think. But let's get started with changing our decision.
Professor?
First things first, checking in on if there's what Edelgard has to say if you turn her down. I'm gonna feel bad about this.
Professor, will you join me? There's something I must do. It will take a few days, but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb.
Oh, Edelgard. I'm gonna hate this. Where are we going?
It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Enbar, the Imperial capital.
She trusts you so much to let you know. You're gonna betray her expectations. I mean, she does expect you to betray her. But she hopes.
There is something I must do there.
You must descend the throne. No kidding. I must stay. Please don't be upset. Oh, okay, nothing. Alright. The next time I see you, it'll have been a jump cut to the next decision.
You have disappointed me.
Here we are.
To think that a descendant of House Hresmelk would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
I mean, you shouldn't sound so surprised. I mean, Byleth might not have known who you were, but you were obviously fighting against Byleth.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once.
It was very kind of them to offer a save point after the fight, so you didn't have to redo it.
She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
Oh, well, I think Fodlan turns out fine, but definitely a danger to the current world order. I'm sorry, Edelgard. I really am. I must kill Edelgard. Know that I do care for you. It's nothing personal. It's just my business as a completionist.
I will withdraw, for now. Come, Hubert.
Aw.
To
Hope Bernie's not too
flee,
upset.
Futile, wicked girl. The Church of Seros will raise its entire army against you until you have been captured and punished.
Let's not go overboard, Rhea.
You have defiled the Holy Tomb, dishonored the goddess, and humiliated your brethren. That crime will never be erased. Even if you burn in the eternal flames and spill all of your blood into the goddess's soil.
Yeah. At least she's still sane from compared to the Crimson Flower route. I think Byleth's betrayal in particular just broke her.
Come, Professor. Let us return and decide upon our next course of action.
Of course.
Edelgard and Hubert have disappeared. They will surely return to the Empire.
On the plus side, Seta and Flame get to be happy in this one. So, that's good.
The Knights have been dispatched to search and investigate. If there is any movement, we will know. We cannot ignore the possibility that there will soon be open hostilities between us and the Imperial Army.
How are you all going to react to this?
When that happens, Are you prepared to fight your own?
Fortunately, I must be.
If you wish to return to the Empire, I will not stop you. That is your choice to make.
Zeta's just a straight-up good dude.
If Edelgard is acting afoul, then we have no choice but to strike her down.
Yes, in this alternate timeline, I imagine Ferdinand would have no problems.
It's up to us to stop them. We have a war on our hands.
Stop! Get out of the way of Bernie, Caspar. That's rude. Of course, maybe she prefers that. To hide behind him.
I have no interest in fighting, not even for her. And yet...
Cortland Hart.
How are we supposed to decide just like that?
Scraggly Bernie is back. Kind of missed Scraggly Bernie.
Hubie, I'm sorry about this, but I'm siding with the professor.
Yeah.
Her doings are wrong. It is our duty to make everything right.
I am sure you all have much on your mind.
Yeah.
I encourage you to confer with your professor and make a decision. You have until the fighting commences.
We'll be sure to... Oh yeah, the fighting will commence in the month.
Professor, I am depending on your strength for the safety of Fodlan.
The leaders of the church have misused its creed to fulfill their true desire, to rule the world. They have fooled the people of Fodlan.
I mean, in effect, that is what's happening, but...
Long ago, they divided the Empire to create a kingdom, and then divided that kingdom to create an alliance.
Still not entirely sure how much of a role the church would have had in that. At the very least, they stood by and let it happen, but... I'm not so sure their intentions were nefarious.
They did all of this to make the masses bicker amongst themselves. They caused instability in order to reinforce their own
If only we
authority.
could all come to an understanding without the bloodshed. But then we wouldn't have a game, so...
They gathered gold and lived in extravagance. How? By preying on the devotion of those who wished for the goddess's salvation. Those corrupt hypocrites cannot lead Fodlan to true peace. Their foul belief system must be torn asunder so that true wisdom may finally prevail. And so, I have decided.
No, Edelgard. Oh, she won't have the Black Eagle strike force.
By order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, the Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Seros.
I wish you luck, Edelgard. Just know that I'll be standing in your path.
I cannot believe it.
I really do love these characters, and it hurts to see any of them suffer.
Let us recount the situation as it stands, Professor. After you returned from the Holy Tomb,
Okay.
the Adrestian Empire declared war upon the Church of Seros, as well as our allies.
Yes. Declared war?
Edelgard demanded her own father relinquish the throne, and then assumed the position of Emperor.
Well... I suppose things could be different without Bylethir, but... It seems to me that he was more than willing. He supports his daughter.
She has deemed the Church of Seros to be an evil of this world, and is calling upon the people of Fodlan to help her tear it down.
It's interesting. You know, I bet if the Rhea had done... I don't know how much she has done. But if she had done more to root out the Agarthians, those who slither in the dark, I have to wonder if this all could have been avoided without them planting the seeds of dissent. Also, it would have avoided what happened to both Edelgard's and Lysithia's families.
I must discuss our response to this declaration with the Archbishop after the Knights return from their investigation.
Not to mention, they probably wouldn't. The seeds of dissent in the Western Church probably would not have been planted either. We'll probably learn more about that with the Blue Lions.
Until then, watch over the students. See that they remain calm.
Of course, Seteth. You know, I'm not gonna be able to get the S support with Seteth. I don't think.
Part 1. White clouds.
I have to check my supports.
Lone moon.
I can choose Rhea, but I wanted to be, I wanted to adopt Flane.
Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead.
I could do it in the Blue Lions route.
They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky. A silent reminder, perhaps, of some inescapable truth.
Inescapable truth that war is looming. Yeah, that's right. I stopped receiving gold from the Church of Seros, didn't I, in the Black Eagles?
Unforgivable! I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action.
I can.
The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgart's heart.
Oh, she isn't wicked. She just... Oh. Damn you. Snakes in the darkness. Is she wicked? Well, I'm not gonna... Let's not play devil's advocate here. What is her objective?
There is no question on that front. She clearly wishes to conquer all of Fodlan. And in order to achieve her own selfish ambitions, she plotted with ill-meaning strangers and defiled the Holy Tomb.
Yeah. That in particular has gotta hurt you both.
Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know.
In a sense.
Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity.
Not quite.
By demonizing the Church of Seros.
In fact, she plans on stepping down.
Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven, nor forgotten.
I don't recall, didn't you name it? I mean, you found it, or you helped found it, but I'm not sure if you came up with the name.
We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
Of course. Hey,
I have
Shamir.
returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach.
You know, I'll need to pick two characters at least to replace Edelgard and Hubert.
It is said that they will join forces with
Not sure who
Edelgard's
yet.
army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That is not enough time.
Oh, we'll make do, Seteth. I'll be gone for like 5 years, but I mean, you've been gone longer than that, so.
It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
Yeah.
It will be done.
2 weeks should be enough time to evacuate Garreg Mach. If it was a day, it wouldn't be even close to enough, but 2 weeks is more than enough time.
Professor, listen closely.
Yes, Lady
If
Ray.
our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield.
Right.
If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you.
It's a lot of trust she places in me. Which makes my betrayal of her, well, in the previous route, heartbreaking. As in, it literally broke her heart. Why me?
You must have guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return.
That's right, at this point she's, I think, convinced that Byleth is, or that her plan was successful and that Byleth is effectively just a vessel for her mother, I think.
I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you. But the duty is yours, and yours alone. Only you can lead the people of Fodlan.
Aw. Seteth putting things together.
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you.
Putting 2 and 2 together.
That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct?
In other words, mother.
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel. One who carries the power of the progenitor god within.
Sothis.
In time, the vessel will become one with the power
She's wonderful.
within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
Actually, that already happened, though, Rhea. I think you have some crucial misunderstandings about how this works.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
Yeah, that decision was made long ago, and it's too late for regrets.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our creator rules this wayward land once more.
She literally is your creator, too. I'm not so sure about humanity, though.
I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word.
Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well.
Yeah, Flane.
Flame, were you eavesdropping? Regardless,
That's Flane, of course she
glad to
was.
hear it. You owe your life to the professor, after all. And in the end, they may prove to be our brethren.
I'm just happy I don't have to hurt Flane now.
You have my gratitude, Seteth. And you as well, Flane.
And in the end, they may prove to be our brethren. Yeah, in a sense, at least halfway.
As followers of the progenitor god, it is up to us to see our mission through.
I'm with you, Lady Rhea. Constance. Oh yeah. Give her a sweet apple blend. It's elegant and sweet, just like her.
I am sorry you could find no one but me to share your tea with.
All right, it's
I
outside.
shall endeavor to hold up my end of the
Oh
conversation
no.
nonetheless.
Poor Constance.
You ought not to have gone to such lengths to prepare my preferred tea.
I'm sure that I saw this before, but it's just as funny. And sad. Oh, I'm glad I picked the right tea, though. Please, drink some.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Careful, it is hot.
My hands are trembling. What?
Cooking mishaps.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Strange fish in the pond. Yeah, why not?
I doubt you'll want
Damn
my
it.
opinion.
I don't know enough about this Constance. Dining partners. Heart-racing memories.
My mistake.
Damn it. I'm so sorry I made your day worse.
My mistake.
No, it's mine. It's mine. I'm sorry.
I shall take my leave now.
She looks so miserable and I feel so guilty.
I wasted too much of your time.
No. It was my fault. I wasted your time. Oh, at least she still appreciated the effort. Yeah, we'll have some exploration, I think, to do. Just as a reminder, I believe I stated that I'll be skipping through probably most of the sports that I've already done. in the previous route. I'll still do them, but probably won't show them. So if you're interested in those and you haven't seen them yet, I suggest the other videos. What's up?
I thought we'd all be really busy with assignments and getting ready for graduation. But now
It's war.
Now that things have turned out like this, I guess there's nothing to do but fight.
You don't have to if you don't want to. But I suppose that's literally what everyone in this academy is being trained for. Hey, Catherine. It's good not to have to fight you.
If I could go back to last month and throttle my carefree self. Now it turns out Edelgard is the Flame Emperor and the new Adrestian Emperor.
Double the Empire.
And she's striking out against the monastery, with the full force of the Imperial army behind her.
Yep, it won't be an easy fight.
We gotta beat her at her own game. For our sake as well as Lady Rhea's.
Worry not, Catherine. We'll do what we can. Excellent.
Practice yields results.
Now I'm forgetting what... Right, I think Sword Plus, S Plus, gives you Sword Fair. Nothing particularly special. And if your class gives it to you anyways, there's no reason to really keep it. To double up on it. Oh, Caspar.
I don't normally have a problem jumping into a fight, but it feels strange going up against my father.
Yeah.
We aren't especially close, but he's not an opponent I'd want to face. I'd almost rather fight a monster.
Yeah, I know you respect him. Or at least his abilities.
I hope he's not part of the group coming to attack Garreg Mach.
I swear, if I have to fight Flesh, I'll be... I don't think she shows up outside of the outside of the Crimson Flower route. But... so help me. I'm gonna have to kill her brother knowing she exists, though. Shit, I'll have to try and keep him alive. I don't think I can, though.
That girl's starting an all-out war, isn't she? But an enemy is an enemy, no matter who they are. Don't let compassion for her get in your way.
Don't worry. I've steeled myself, much as she has. I'm ready to do what must be done. No more Edelgard. Oh, and that's another one. I need to get Happies as well, maybe. I suppose I could just see some of them separately. Good job, Ferdinand. Excellent. Oh, this place just won't be the same without her. Anyone here?
Professor, what actually happened last month? I can't keep up at all.
Don't worry about it, kid.
Edelgard is the Emperor? And she's declared war against the Church? So now we're at war? What is going on?
Well, you pretty much summarized it right there.
I really don't understand any of this. What should I do?
Well, just keep your head on your shoulders. You know, don't get yourself killed. That kind of thing. Someone else in here. Oh, Dorothea. Aw.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win.
Dorothea. Well, we'll give it our all. We will not lose.
Thinking about it makes me scared. We're up against the entire Imperial army.
Still, I know someone as smart as you will figure something out.
Yeah, eventually. After 5 years. See you around, Dorothea. Ah, Sylvain. It's a long time no see.
Things must be pretty crazy in Fargus about now. My father must be beside himself. I don't get it. Why did Edelgard make enemies with the nobles?
Well, she wants to abolish them. For the sake of her ideals.
Ideals she believed in so much, she was willing to start a war over them?
Yeah.
Those must be some lofty ideals, to say the least.
They actually kind of are. See you, Sylvain. Annette.
Once the Imperial Army reaches the monastery, we'll have no choice but to fight.
Oh, she looks so sad.
What's going to happen to us?
Well, hopefully you'll live this time, Ash. Third time's the charm, right? Everything will be alright.
I believe you. With the knights on our side, and especially with you, Professor, I know we can do this.
Of course, Ash. And if nothing else, you'll live in the next route for sure. Claude, you in here? Hilda. So glad you managed to survive last time.
You'll battle Edelgard, right? Good luck.
Thank you, Hilda.
Me? Oh, I'm going to run away. I have zero interest in dying here, thank you very much.
I love you. Wait, I can recruit her now?
Professor, you look like you want to say something.
Yes.
But if you're here to lecture me, I'll pass. It's not like I'm one of your students.
But... Shit. God damn it, I had the opportunity and I dropped it. Hello. Dedu. Feeling a little monstrous lately?
His Highness calls for the head of Edelgard. For me, that is cause enough to fight.
Yes, it would be, I imagine. For the sake of vengeance. Why would Dimitri say that?
His Highness would not say. But I can think of only one explanation.
Which I'm sure I'll learn more about once more in the next route. It seems like there's going to be a lot of insights in the Blue Lines I'm looking forward to.
She must have been involved in the tragedy of Dusker.
At least he believes she is, or was. Not sure how true that is. Or how much responsibility she has. She might have been involved, but I'm not sure how much blame she could possibly have, since I'm pretty sure that happened when she was a child. Petra.
I have had the arrival of a letter from Edelgard. She is asking that I join her side.
Aww.
She is making the decision. No, she is deciding if Bridget is a friend or an enemy of the Empire.
Yeah. Well, you choose, Petra. I wouldn't hold it against you. You have to put Bridget's well-being over our own.
But my choice is not to be friends. My choice is to fight with you.
Thank you, Petra.
Bridget is not a friend of the Empire. We will not be following again. We will be ready to fight with you instead.
Thank you. Truly. Especially, I'm really going to rely on you. You are a beast. You carried us through Crimson Flower. Bernie's not here. Ingrid.
To think that the Flame Emperor was Edelgard all along. Flame's abduction? Geralt's murder? The turmoil in Remire Village?
Yeah.
Whether or not she was the mastermind behind what happened, it at least seems like she was involved. And yet she was able to remain so composed while she was enrolled at the Officers' Academy.
Yeah. She is very committed to her ideals and will do whatever it takes to achieve them. There's Bernie. Looking at some carnivorous plants, Bernie?
What does war with Edelgard mean for us, Professor? And why did she even want that?
Well, Bernie, she has a dream. Insert Gianna's theme here. And she will do whatever it takes to achieve that. And the world might be a better place if she did, but we've made our choice. Don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'd have to ask her.
She does seem to think force is the only way.
That's how it always goes, I guess.
She
You
would
never
not.
realize something can't be undone until you've done it.
I am, like I've said, I think multiple times, I'm very curious how if she had tried sitting down, if she had just trusted Ray enough to sit down with her and talk about her issues, what would have happened. I like to think that they could have come to an understanding, but I really don't know.
Pardon me.
On the plus side, OG Gatekeeper is back. Something's amiss.
Greetings, Professor. Something to report. Unexpected, isn't it?
I missed you.
Apparently, this is the first time Garreg Mach has been invaded in its whole 995-year history.
Yep.
It's my job to protect this gate, so even if enemies come in droves, I will never let them through.
Good, Gatekeeper, but just don't get yourself killed.
I hope we both survive. Let's battle with all our might and pray we win this thing.
For victory, Gatekeeper. For victory.
Well,
Hannah!
I can't believe the Empire raised an army. Even I couldn't have guessed it. War is profitable, but dangerous.
Yeah.
I really don't like seeing people I care about out there mixed up in all this.
Aw. Hannah, you're great. Best dimension hopping merchant ever. Hey, Ignatz.
You know, Professor, I'm glad that I came to the Officers' Academy. I feel accepted here.
That's good.
I've learned so much. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much I've grown. So, I will not let the Academy be destroyed. It's important to me, and I will protect it.
Good for you. I feel the same.
I feel braver just hearing you say that, Professor. We're gonna win this, Professor.
And hopefully I don't have to fight you because, well, you were ridiculously powerful. Just ridiculously so.
What the?
What do you require? Farewell.
Hello. Anything to say? All right. Ferdinand. How you doing? You ready to teach Edelgard a lesson?
Half of the Empire's 6 great noble families have declared their support for Edelgard.
Yeah.
Of the other 3, Lord Vestra was assassinated. Hubert, his son, will succeed him.
Give you one guess as to who assassinated him.
Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is under house arrest. His wife is now supporting Edelgard.
Best part of this. Count Varley under house arrest. It's too bad it's just house arrest, though.
And my father, he was stripped of his role as Prime Minister. As a result, House Ire has lost all of its power, all of its lands. We have lost everything.
Yeah, but Your father was kind of, I mean, I only saw him once, but that was all I really needed to see that he was kind of a weasel.
What do I do?
Well, keep being the noble I know you are. Hello, Gilbert. Talked to Annette recently.
There are always small power struggles, still. It has been hundreds of years since all of Fodlan was consumed by war.
Yeah. Last time would have probably been the split from the kingdom for the Leicester Alliance, I would imagine.
I didn't actually think it would come to this. I feel as though I'm not in my rightful place. I cannot protect the things I should.
You can. Annette's over there somewhere.
Professor, if I survive this war, I wish to return to my homeland, to the land of my king.
Yeah. Shamir. How's it going? You are my favorite knight. Well, you and Alois are my favorite knights. I mean, there aren't that many of you, but...
We're falling behind. I don't know that we can keep up with the new Emperor. To think that she was able to raise an army of that size right under our noses.
I mean, to be fair, she's also using this standing Adrestian army. So, kind of had a head start there, probably. Not sure what kind of army they maintained in peacetime, but...
However hard we fight, I give us a 50% chance of winning.
Well... sometimes you just gotta... have a little faith.
The enemy has too many advantages. We must make careful preparations.
But yes. Definitely make every preparation we can. Push those odds into our favor, if we can. Hey, Cyril.
It's my job to protect Lady Rhea.
No kidding, you would not leave her side. You are a pain in my ass.
I've got to do it, and I got to do it as best I can. And if that means I got to die for her, then I will.
Like, you extended her life by at least 30 or 40 turns, I think. Probably closer to 20, actually.
How could Edelgard treat Lady Rhea like she's the bad guy? She's never been anything but nice to everybody.
Well, not everybody.
I just don't get it at all.
But she was definitely very nice to you.
Professor?
Definitely not nice to Lord Lenato, but he also kind of started an act of rebellion. No easy answers in this game. Those who serve the church.
Those who serve the church must cast aside all selfish desires and devote themselves fully to their beliefs. But is it right to wield piety as a weapon? I have never considered such things before.
Well, you'll get a lot of conflicting answers on that, I'm sure.
The church, I have always done what I thought best to save the people of Fodlan.
But now you're in a difficult position, yeah. Claude. Good to see you again.
The Empire is moving quickly. Edelgard must have been preparing for this for a while now.
Yeah, quite a while.
If you really think about it, she must have been planning for this even before you got the Sword of the Creator.
Pretty sure she's been at least planning it and probably laying the groundwork for years now.
Of course she was always a step ahead of us. We were blinded by the ball and the battle of the eagle and lion and everything else.
Yeah. Yes, we were. Leone, haven't seen you in a long time either.
What is Edelgard even trying to achieve? She wants to destroy the church so badly that she'll take on anyone who doesn't fall in line? I don't get it.
Yeah, actually. Though, to be fair, I think Rhea does the opposite. Almost exactly the opposite. Well, she'll destroy those who don't fall in line with the church. Or at least those who act out against it. Don't think she forces belief or anything like that. Hard thing to accept.
I just can't believe she'd start a war over it. Not to mention using such nasty tactics to get her way. Could Captain Gerald's death have also been a part of her plan?
No, that one's not on her. That's that fuck Kronia and Solon. But they were dealt theirs.
Don't you go and die on me, Professor. Captain Gerald would never forgive you.
Don't worry, Leonie. I'm very curious if we're going to come into conflict with the Golden Deer in this one. I can't imagine what would lead us to do so. Really hard to say.
I see.
Hello, Lawrence.
The Empire's aggression cannot stand. But if we are going to attack them now, we must be honest with ourselves about our chances of success.
No, we're not going to attack them now. They're going to attack us.
It goes without saying that I will fight the Imperial Army with everything I have for as long as I am able. But House Gloucester's territory is adjacent to Imperial lands. Let us proceed with caution.
Yeah, always worried about the Gloucesters. To be fair, it's understandable. He's they're prime target for retaliation. I don't think I ever had to fight you, thankfully.
I hear the Alliance's territory will be in danger if we don't get rid of these Empire guys.
Yeah?
If the Alliance is in danger, that means my sister's in danger too. There's no way I'm gonna allow that.
I like to imagine in the previous route, the reason I didn't see him is he just went home, protected his sister with everything he had.
It doesn't matter how many guys they throw at us. I'll beat them all. These muscles aren't just for show.
Nope, you are strong.
But first, I gotta get some food.
Go for your stomach. Oh, a dip tech. Don't see those very often. Ever.
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous emperor, my father included.
Oh, right, yeah, they betrayed him. That's what you're talking about.
I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily.
It was a brilliant move on her part, doing it in semi-secret.
However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances.
Yes, it does.
You must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
It is... It really is quite impressive what she's achieved. And what she'll manage to achieve when in Byleth's absence.
How dare they threaten the goddess? Such a vile act cannot be forgiven.
Well, I think Sothis is alright, thankfully. I definitely couldn't abide someone trying to hurt her.
There is no need to worry, I promise you that. Divine punishment will surely fall upon them. In the days of yore, the goddess would grow angry with such insolent fools and roast them in ALL.
I don't think that sounds like Sothis or something she would do, but... I don't know. I suppose it's technically possible. Nah, I just can't imagine it, though. Petra! Library is a place I favor, but I'm having a problem. It's lacking sufficient information about Bridget. I have the hope that I can be fixing this problem. Add a footnote to the Book of Zeros. Oh no. You should add to the Traveler's Journal. Yeah! That'd be a great idea. often hear ridiculous rumors about ghosts appearing in the monastery. It's nonsense and it's disrupting my studies. There aren't really ghosts, are there? Highlight Cynthia. You best not walk around at night. You have nothing to worry about. No, because rumors are true. Ghosts are everywhere. No, we'll be nice. As much as I don't want to be. Oh, so tempting though. Ash? I'd like to borrow a book from the library, but there are so many to choose from I can't decide. Do you have any recommendations? The Sword of Kyphon, Lug and the Maiden of Wind. History of the Founding. Let's do Lug. Lug is an interesting fellow. No? Not interested in Lug? Is that a romance novel, maybe? Dimitri. Good to see you well. Or not.
I'll have that girl's head. Just you wait.
Yeah. Revenge will be sought. Mercy. How are you holding up?
I guess we have no choice but to fight, have we? Oh, but why would Edelgard do something like this?
Grand ideals drive people to do many things that some would question.
I'm sure we'll be all right, though, Professor. The goddess will keep us safe.
Oh, don't worry, I've got you. Mercedes, I won't let anything bad happen to you. I feel like I should definitely keep using you for this route. On the one hand, you're one of my trained units, and on the other, you probably have something interesting to say to Death Knight. Marianne, how are you? Can we win? Yes, we can.
Can we really defeat someone who is willing to turn their back on the world just to uphold their own beliefs?
Well, it won't be an easy fight, but I think we can.
I've spent my whole life running in fear, and now
We can't win if you run. We can win this together.
Surely we can win if we rely on each other. Right, Professor?
Yes, we can, Marianne. With you at our side as well. Flayn! So good to be able to talk to you again.
Professor, war is breaking out again, is it not?
Yes, it is. Again? Oh, yeah. I want to stop it if I can.
An honorable notion. Do you think there is something to be done? Whatever shall we do?
Don't worry, Flayn. You don't have to go to sleep again.
I never wanted another war.
Aw.
All we can do is steel ourselves for the fight ahead.
She's so sweet.
Professor.
Hello, Lysithia. Looking interesting pillar.
So Edelgard, the one who calls herself the Flame Emperor, was connected to those strange beings.
Yes, with an asterisk.
The Imperial Army might be using even more terrifying methods than we know.
Yeah. We will face plenty of demonic beasts, that's for sure.
You had better be cautious, Professor. Any amount of carelessness might prove to be our undoing.
Yeah. Hey, Manuela.
Right. The mastermind behind the attacks on the monastery was Edelgard?
Yep.
Wow.
I know, right?
Doesn't make much sense, though, does it? There would need to be all sorts of territories and groups tangled up in this sort of mess.
I mean, there kind of are.
I'm gonna stop. I don't really have the head for this political stuff. Mostly, I'm worried about my old opera company.
Right.
I wonder what's happening in the capital right now. I hope they're safe.
I'm sure Embar is doing fine right now. Edelgard isn't bloodthirsty or anything. Let's go see Hanneman. He's probably in his office.
Really?
There you are.
The Holy Tomb held many crest stones.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've heard of crest stones being hidden away in such a place.
Yeah, once you know what they are, it's kind of... makes a lot of sense why they call it the Holy Tomb.
But more importantly, I'm interested to know the Empire's aim. Why would their army desire crest stones? There is power there, yes. And yet...
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I ever actually explained what Edelgard was trying to achieve in there. Or I don't remember at the very least.
I must think on this. The crest stones lie at the heart of the events surrounding Conan Tower.
Maybe it was to turn people into demonic beasts or something. Or at the request of the Agarthians, I'm not sure.
And of course, the crest stones somehow transform those traitors and their captives into demonic beasts.
Yeah.
Could that possibly be their aim?
Well, I mean, more of a means to an end, but...
The Empire's army may well plan to use crest stones to create demonic beasts.
Well, they will. For sure. Let's see, is this Eloise? Yes, it is.
To think Edelgard was somehow connected to the captain's murderer.
Yeah. Well, I really don't hold her responsible for that, though.
Well, perhaps it's pointless to get upset about the past. My duty now is to prepare for battle.
You do great, Eloise. You're truly one of the best.
We're depending on your strength, Professor. Crush our enemies.
I'm depending on you.
Captain, I hope you're watching. We will protect Garrick Mach.
Sure he is. Oh, Seteth.
We must protect Garrick Mach.
Yes, we must.
Defiling the Holy Tomb was a sacrilege. I will not allow such a thing to happen again. The Archbishop has already given you a new responsibility. I want you to rise to that honor.
Don't worry, Seteth. I'll do what I can.
I have something to ask of you.
I've been scouting the makeup of the Imperial Army, but much is still unclear. Any information you could provide would be a great help. For your elixir, I'll take it. Instead of sword, let's actually, because S is plenty for that. Let's go ahead and get our authority up. Don't think I've ever gotten that to S+.
Excuse me.
Lady Ray, am I already at maximum support with you? Well, yes, I am. Good.
How are you, Professor? Any new changes to report? With the Imperial Army drawing near, it is most vexing that we cannot relax and converse as we once did.
Yeah, well.
Thankfully, you have the divine protection of the goddess on your side. Please try to listen carefully for her voice.
Oh, I admit I do miss it. I really do. I will try.
May the goddess's voice reach you.
Ooh, yes. Reason. Still curious what my S rank reason A plus S rank and all that. I know S plus is the extra range. I presume that's the same for everyone. Curious as to what we would have gotten with S though. Might have just been Riza plus level 5. No, I think that's A plus. Well, regardless.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Interesting. It's true that a lot more people have been coming and going as of late. Perhaps we could secure new information if we capture someone from the Imperial Army. Oh, that's always a good idea, but easier said than done. Now we are ready.
Professor.
I can't believe I almost forgot about Abyss. Wait for you guys to appear, how about? Let's start with Happy!
Lots of people in Abyss are already struggling to get by. War will make things even harder for us.
Yeah.
We're sure to run out of food and other supplies, and there will probably be refugees to take care of. Not to mention what might happen if the Empire takes over and decides to redecorate.
I don't think you have to worry too much about that. Don't think they give too much care towards the Abyss. There you two are. Alright, last time it was a... Wait, no. We weren't here last time. We were in the camp.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Got a friend.
Aw, guess who was worried about Abyss and came by to check on me? I mean, on us. Isn't that nice? That's just so nice.
I love their relationship.
My pleasure. Surely the church can spare one night to help you watch over this place.
Oh, that's guy. Yeah, I felt so bad for him when this guy left.
I'm not crying. I'm just don't worry about it, okay? Move it along.
Oh, Biscuit. I think a hug is in order.
Pardon me.
Yes.
War's actually coming, isn't it? Unbelievable.
I mean, it's very believable.
Imperial troops in Garreg Mach? It's gonna be wild.
What actually
Whatever
is the
happens won't
purpose
affect
of
us
all
down here
those
in Abyss,
chains?
though. Will it?
Probably not too much. Ah, Yuri.
So this is how it's turned out. I figured as much. But I didn't anticipate it would happen so soon.
Well, we kind of forced Edelgard's hand.
If Garreg Mach becomes a battlefield, Abyss will have no choice but to get involved.
I'm sure she would have loved to maintain her discretion longer, put herself into a more advantageous position. But, well, she's got to move forward for her ideals.
Everyone here will have no alternative. They've got nowhere else to go.
Alright, where is... Right behind this... Oh, there you are, Balthus.
I could smell a war brewing. And sure enough, here we are. If Fodlan falls into chaos, I wonder if my debts will fall away along with it. Just thinking aloud here.
Well, maybe, but I doubt it.
If the Empire wants a fight, let's give him one to remember.
Give him hell, Balthus. Give him hell. Here. This way, huh? Is Constance in the library? Nope.
This might be our last chance to get out of here. I'm leaving Garreg Mach. You should too.
Nah, I have a duty.
Protect the students? Have you got a death wish? All right. Take this and try not to get killed.
Thank you. You? But, yeah, it's my job. Gotta uphold it. Oh, thank you. More luck is always nice. You're reduce that crit chance on you.
No.
There you are, Constance. How you doing?
It shakes me to my core that the Empire would lash out so violently.
Yeah.
I shall have to reconsider my intended path towards restoring House Nouvelle.
This will cause problems, but once the Empire is defeated, probably won't be much standing in your way of restoring Nouvelle.
Still, I could not in good conscience fight without speaking to her first.
Yeah. If only that was an option. Now, we're ready to move on.
I've got something I want to ask you.
Of course, Manuela. Hey, maybe you can answer a question I've had for a while now. Why is it that men don't like women who are messy? You wouldn't want a messy man either.
I get it. Thank you.
It really is as simple as that.
Professor.
There's probably some people who don't care out there. I've never been interested in magic. Oh, you want to become a mortal savant? No. Focus on your sword skills. I need you for training later, maybe. I'll give Shamir some flowers.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Yes,
I
understood.
think I'm gonna take the opportunity to finally get to use Shamir. My favorite of knights. And probably Alois.
A fine result.
I'd never have learned this back in my room. I'd never have learned
Way to
this
go,
back
Bernie.
in my room.
Bow Prowse 5.
I've got a grasp on this.
I suppose it's working.
I get it.
Wonderful. Everyone. All right. Here we go.
Listen up, everyone. The Imperial Army is upon us. If you can fight, pick up a weapon. Everyone else, hurry up and evacuate.
Well, it's a bit late for evacuations now.
We have the goddess's protection on our side. We have nothing to fear. Victory will be ours.
Great speech, Eloise.
Professor, are you ready?
Yes, I am, Catherine. Almost.
Well, hurry up. I don't need to tell you that the situation is dire. We have some support troops from the local nobles, but the army we're facing is immense. No matter how you look at it, we're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, but we are fighting a defensive fight here, which is a point in our favor.
To make matters worse, the enemy is being led by Edelgard. You know well how extraordinary she is.
Yes, I do.
Of course we know, but we can't let her get away. Also, please cease your unwarranted glaring. We don't deserve your judgment.
Catherine, play nice.
My father was removed from his role as Prime Minister, and is still under house arrest in the Imperial capital. As his successor, it is my duty to stop her.
Well, preferably not in the name of your father, but...
The way she's going about all of this is wrong. It's up to us to help her realize that.
That is arguably correct. That achieving these ideals through upheaval like this is the wrong way to do it, but I understand why she chose it.
I won't be following her, but I won't run away either.
I know you won't, Bernie. You're strong.
Adie's going to come at us with all she's got. And that's a lot. That means we need to fight her with all of our might, too.
She is one who has strength. That has certainty. But we have strength also.
Yes, we do, Petra.
We will not be losing.
No, we won't.
I shall fight with all that I have. It is an honor to fight alongside
Aw,
each of you.
Flame.
You students really have guts, don't you?
Yes, they do.
No, I suppose I can't call you students anymore. You're now part of our order. You have our support, and our gratitude.
Thank you, Catherine.
Professor, I'm counting on you. Go ahead and take the lead.
I will, Catherine. I'll lead you to victory. Well, partial victory. Leave it to me.
These kids, they look up to you.
I know they do.
That goes without saying. Just look in their eyes and you can see it.
It warms my heart to know they chose me.
If we all make it through this, let's meet again. Good luck out there.
5 years. The Battle of Garreg Mach. For the 3rd time. 2nd time from this point of view, though. The Imperial Army, led by Edelgard, advances on Garreg Mach. As everyone struggles to process this turn of events, the grim reality of war fast approaches. Here we go. The start. The true start of this route, I suppose. Technically, I think that's next time.